Okay, so I got recently asked, right, and it was a very fair question, and I spat my dummy out a little bit, but then I had to sleep on it, and I thought, Ibby, grow up, will you? Like, that is a very fair question, and the person had every right to ask you this question. This is what the person asked me. The person asked me, Ibby, why should somebody listen to you, and why are you qualified to tell me what you are telling me on business? And who have you helped? This is what he said. He asked me these three questions all at once. It was like boom, boom, boom. Like, I was like, whoa. And you almost go into a defensive mode because it feels like someone's attacking you, but no one's attacking you. People want to know who you are, what you do, what qualifies you to speak the way you speak, what qualifies you to give business advice, what qualifies you to say what you say. And I just think about this and I said to him, you know what? Initially, I spat my dummy out. I went defensive, but I thought I should embrace that question. That is a tough question to ask somebody. Because imagine like somebody comes and you say to, well, not who are you, but what qualifies you to, what validates what you say, what qualifies what you say, why should people listen to you? Like, you almost feel like you're getting attacked, right? Now, and I broke this down to him, right? And I said, listen, I said, okay, so let's do one thing at a time. I said to him, firstly, people don't have to listen to me, right? If they look at me and think, well, we don't want to listen to him, well, then maybe you shouldn't listen to me. But let me just tell you why I feel I may be qualified a tiny bit to say what I say. So, firstly, I've spent 10 years in prison, okay? Now, just me spending 10 years in prison, if you think about all the hardship in terms of my basic human um, necessities got taken away from me. What people just take for granted out here, for example, a pair of trainers, you can wear what clothes you want, you can have a shower when you want, you can order from Uber delivery, whatever you want, right? Um, you have a mobile phone, you get to eat your favorite food, just your basic stuff gets taken away from you in prison, right? Plus, on top of that, you are surrounded by an environment where people are killing themselves all the time. There's always fights going on. It's like you're in the middle of a war zone, right? 1 minute is up, 1 minute is down. Now, for me to spend 10 years in that place, and I'm kind of just going over the story quite fast. Then on top of that, for 10 full years, I earn no more than £20 a week because that's what they pay you. They make you work 8 hours a day and pay you £20 a week if you're lucky, and that's if you've got a really good job. Imagine what that does to your mind, right? And from 19 till 29, this is the prime years of somebody partying outside, just exploring the world, trying things, making mistakes. I, on the other hand, was inside a prison, right? That alone puts me in a very, very unique situation, a very unique position where I'm already now in the very small percentages of the people in the world, right? Who has done that? You tell me how many, you watching this, tell me how many people you know has done that. Now, the point I want to connect to that one is when you've gone through the problems that I have gone through and the challenges and, every single day, when you come outside in the real world, you don't see any problem as a problem. When you see people crying or, upset over something, you think, well, that's not a problem, really? Like, you can, you wake up you wake up in your favorite bed. I didn't wake up in my favorite bed for 10 years, right? You at least, get to walk where you want to go. You get to eat what you want to eat. You get to ring your loved ones when you want. You can't do all that in there. So that alone puts me in such a unique position that when someone needs some sort of help out here, like, I'm more than qualified to help them and show them and help them snap out of that low place. Like, if I was standing here with my CV, just forget the business stuff I've done, just the mindset stuff, just the prison stuff, which has built my mindset into a strong mindset. That alone, if I was stood here and somebody else was stood here, and the problems I've gone through, and someone else has gone through like a few problems here, and there was a third person who needed help, he would come to me all day long, twice on a Sunday, because he'll think, this person's been through a lot of problems. I'm going to go to him because he's going to help me snap out of this. Right? Okay, so that's one side of the thing, which probably deals with the psychology aspect of it. Now let's deal with the other side. I came out of prison. Within the first 12 months, I raised £500,000. Now you tell me who can do that. People out here have been doing the same thing for a decade, and they can't even raise 10k or 50k. So I raised £500,000 within 12 months. Yes, do you not think that required skill? Yes, I had some contacts and I leveraged some contacts, but at the end of the day, I still raised £500,000. Then in my second year, I opened my first business, which was a 150-seater restaurant business. Had to start employing staff, managers, chefs. All of a sudden, one day I'm just not doing anything, and second minute my wage bill for the month is like over 40k. I'm dealing with a big payroll. All of a sudden I'm dealing with HR. I've been thrown into a zone where I'm dealing with admin, accounts. I'm dealing with social media. I'm dealing with staff. I'm dealing with problems. That alone, coming from there and going into there, just qualifies you in it. It just puts you in a different place, right? Dealing with like between 50 and 100k a month, right? Probably even more than that, eventually. But anyway, done that for a year. Then switched straight over to open up another branch. Spent $250,000 there. Made mistakes, lost that business, right? Then from there, went through COVID situation. Didn't lay off any staff. Kept the staff on, right? If anything, I hired more staff. Where does that put me, right? This is all going on my CV, right? I'm telling you all this. And then from there, I went, obviously, of course, I invested in mentors, and, I went into the property business, bought properties, sold properties, and so much more, right? And then now, with all that experience that I've got, with all the things that I've gone through, now I've transitioned into a business coach, right? A business mentor. And I'm a bit of both. And essentially where I'm helping business owners, showing them how they can scale, how they can systemize their businesses, how they can automate their businesses, how they can create the right teams, right? Because business is all about systems, right? Business is about solving problems with the right systems, right? But you need to be right as a business owner. If you're not right, your business is not going to be right. But because I've been through all them stages, and essentially what I'm showing you is this is what my CV looks like. And coming back to the original question, when someone says, why should somebody listen to you? This is why you should listen to me. Well, in fact, you don't have to listen to me, but this is what I've done. You can realize for yourself if I'm qualified to help you and show you. Right? And now that I've transitioned into business coaching, well, I've been doing business coaching for a couple of years now. I do monthly business networking events in Manchester on the second Wednesday of every month. Right? I bring together business owners. I do monthly business masterminds where I'm bringing together 10, 12 entrepreneurs, and a full day I'm basically showing them how they can scale a 7-figure business. I'm doing 3-day live events every single month. Again, where I'm going deep into sales, marketing. I'm going deep into the psychology of sales. I'm going deep into content and so much more, right? What else am I doing? I've got a 7-figure community and mentorship. I've got a group program, one-to-one program, and so many more things, right, which I'm going to continue adding on. The point I'm trying to make here is that now I've got to a point where I'm working less than 20 hours a week and making more money. But how have I done this? The journey didn't start 2 years ago. The journey started when I was 15. I'm nearly now past 35. I'm 36 now. I've been in this game for like 21 years. Yes, my business I took maybe seriously in the last 7 years, but I've been in business for like the last 10, 15 years. I was still in business, just doing different things. And at the very start, I was doing illegal stuff. Then I went into legal stuff. But the point is that when the person asked me this question of why should somebody listen to you, what qualifies you to speak, and who have you helped? This was the last one. I've helped so many people. Every conversation that I have with people, 99% of the time, I always feel like I'm giving more in that conversation that I'm taking out. And for those of you that are watching this and that know me, you'll be able to vouch for this. You'll know that when you spend time with me, you'll know how you feel, what you get out of that conversation. I've helped so many people, like, it's unbelievable. Like, the amount of testimonials that I have is unbelievable. I need to start showing more. Just to round this off, that's my CV. You can decide for yourself if I'm qualified to help on business and whatever else that comes with it. You can decide if my CV is strong enough. And now I have a really very, very successful coaching business, right? With all the experience that I have, So that's who I am, that's what I do. And I've helped so many people, helping them get to the next level. So I hope this video taught you a few things. One, exactly what I do. Two, it wasn't actually about me, but what I want you to take from this is that if somebody asks you a question, it's a very fair question, and ask yourself, how strong is your CV? And if it's not strong, go and build a strong CV. Go and build a strong network. Go and do something. Right? Don't let people get you off track, add doubt into what you do, call you delusional, get you distracted. Don't let people do that to you. You're better than that. I hope you found this video helpful. If you want to work with me, of course, you can check out my links below. Apart from that, see you in the next video.